Today's watch is going to be Tangled. This is starring Mandy Moore. Of course, everyone voted this one in, so large majority says that you guys really like this movie. When I say large majority, this movie won by a lot. And it was one of the, I put a handful of movies into this poll that weren't on previous polls, kind of new additions into the musical poll because I just want to mix it up a little bit, you know, throw some wild cards in there. And it wasn't so much random. I definitely did a bit of research as far as what some of the more popular musicals were, kind of selected randomly from those that I hadn't seen, and this was one of them. Put it in there. You guys voted it in by far. Definitely can't really say I expected this one to win, but it did. I know it's like Rapunzel, right? It's based on the whole idea of Rapunzel, which I don't even know if there's a Rapunzel movie. I just know that it's a story, and she lets her hair down, the prince climbs up, saves her. That's all I know about Rapunzel. It's a pretty famous story. Otherwise, I'm just gonna jump in because I really don't know anything else about this aside from Mandy Moore's in it. I'm not even familiar with Mandy Moore like that. Growing up, I guess I was just more in the cinematic universe of Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff. I think had my cinematic attention, I guess I should say. So that'll also be new from that perspective. This is Disney, which can definitely be a mixed bag sometimes, although I would say more often than not that they definitely accomplish what they want to accomplish. But just as far as I guess what I would be looking for in being able to enjoy an animated film as an adult, that's what I more so mean when I say Disney's a mixed bag. So that being said, let's see what they do with this one. It's Tangled. I'm ready.
This is the story of a girl named Rapunzel. And it starts with the sun.
Oh, he died?
Oh, you see that old woman over there? You might want to remember her. This woman, Mother Gothel, hoarded its healing power and used it to keep herself young for hundreds of years.
It's like a fountain of youth, kind of, but in the flower.
Right,
Oh, she's just hiding it. Oh, she fucked up. Yeah, neither of them have golden hair. If I was the father, I'd be giving a nice little look to
I'll give you a hint.
to the queen there.
It's Rapunzel.
I got some questions.
To celebrate her birth, the king and queen launched a flying lantern into the sky. Gothel broke into the castle, stole the child, and just like that, gone. Turn.
If I was those parents and I saw that old lady on my windowsill holding my baby, no, she's not getting away. My opening theory is they didn't love their daughter that much. Mandy Moore can sing. And she can sing, and I love that she does the Disney princess sort of inflection in her voice, but it's that mixed with like a full-on pop star, actual legitimate singer.
I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too.
Oh my God. It's going to be a whole movie with this woman.
No, can't be. I distinctly remember. Your birthday was last year.
Kind of an annual
Birthday
thing.
was last year? What in the child abuse?
Mother, well, I was hoping you would take me to see the floating lights.
Oh. Mother knows best.
A whole song rooted in
I'll be
gaslighting.
here.
Just leave. He took it out.
My hands are full.
Oh, he snatched the whole thing. Maximus is not fucking around. Are they gonna die already? They survived that? How'd they survive that? Oh shit. Does he save her already? I mean, there's a lot of movie left, obviously, so... Damn, she knocked him out with it. That's a cast iron skillet. That's a murder weapon. He's a bad guy. And what? A cutie? Nothing like the scary things that have been portrayed to you? Sometimes those are the scariest ones, girl. Huh? If he wasn't dead before, he's dead now. She's just playing around with a corpse at this point.
Oh, come on! Enough of the lights!
Rapunzel! You are not leaving this tower! Ever!
The paint made from the white shells you once brought me?
Well, that is a very long trip, Rapunzel. Almost 3 days' time.
She made a choice. She's gonna get you away for a while. Smart girl.
Love you more.
She's like, let me go on this 3-day trip to keep this girl distracted.
Most.
I guess that's like half parenting.
Oh no. Where is my satchel?
I've hidden it.
It's in that pot, isn't it?
She's already tied up.
You're telling the truth?
Yes.
She hasn't been told the truth her whole life.
You will act as my guide, take me to these lanterns, and return me home safely. Then, and only then, will I return your satchel to you.
She's like 11
Smell
and
the
mom's like
grass
Hopper
and
up
the
in
dirt,
there.
just like I dreamed they'd be. Mother would be so furious. But that's okay. I mean, what she doesn't know won't kill her, right?
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
I am a horrible daughter. I'm going back.
That's amazing. It's a realistic range of emotions. That battle of your own conscience after you make a bold choice that goes against like someone else's better wishes, but it's for your own, not something you did for yourself. You deal with that real range of emotions right there. The regret, the trying to validate your own choice, but struggling with your own conscience afterwards. That's so real. Not every Disney film has accomplished that, so I'm happy that they made her human.
A little rebellion. Does your mother deserve it? No.
You are.
Well,
You got everyone
got to do
gaslighting
it.
you, girl.
Oh, bother. All right.
Okay, Pooh.
I can't.
Oh, bother. Oh, bother. Oh, bother.
I wouldn't want Maximus trailing me whatsoever. Oh, God damn it.
A palace horse. Where's your rider? Let down your hair!
No. Climb up. Climb up. She had a secret entrance this whole time? And she's been climbing my hair all this time?
That's a lot of hair.
She's growing it out. Is that blood in your mustache? Goldie, look at this. Look at all the blood in his mustache. Blood.
Trying to scare her, but
Maybe
she's
we should
got
get you-
the
Probably
skillet.
better off. This is a 5-star
And she's got her
joint
hair,
after all.
which is
If
like
you
a
can't handle this place. Well,
double
maybe
weapon.
You should be back in your. Oh, now they're just being mean.
Oh, it's him, all right.
That's right. Yes, let's go. Use that hair.
Not the nose! Not the nose! Not the nose!
Put him down! Find your humanity!
But,
Have you ever had a dream?
she might as well be at Congress asking for women's reproductive rights.
I'm malicious, mean, and scary. My sneer could curdle dairy. I've always yearned to be a concert pianist.
Okay.
He's got a dream. He's got a dream.
She inspired them.
My face leaves people screaming. There's a child behind it dreaming. Like everybody else, I've got a dream.
This is amazing.
Surrounded by enormous piles of money.
I mean, he's honest. That's his dream.
My tower, like all you lovely folks, I've got a dream.
I love that she galvanized this whole thing just based on who she is.
I waited a long time for this.
She just left him? Oh, this is great. Hello, animation? Nah, this is nightmare fuel. Absolutely not. This movie's a horror movie. Between her almost killing him, her crazy fake mother trying to stab people to death, and now this is like a claustrophobic person's nightmare. You combine that with the drowning?
I'm so
Probably the worst way to die. This is one of those movies that would have been so nice to watch in a theater.
And think for a moment.
That's a real evil villain. He is getting more evil people on their side and just using them.
But once it's cut, it turns brown and loses its power.
Oh, that's the one spot that she cut.
That's why...
You never left that tower.
We're sharing. We're opening up.
I'll spare you the sob story of poor orphan Eugene.
I share, you
It's
share.
A little bit of a... That's a little bit of a downer.
He's got a little bit of an Aladdin vibe to him.
There was this book.
I like Eugene Fitzherbert much better than Flynn Rider.
Oh, we're planting this. We're planting the seed.
Well, then you'd be the first.
Planting the seed of romance. Oh, she's looking at him walk away. God damn it.
How did you find me?
Oh, it was easy, really. I just listened for the sound of complete and utter betrayal and followed that.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that line.
Rapunzel knows best. Fine, if you're so sure now. Go ahead, then give him this. No, Rapunzel knows best. So if he's such a dreamboat, Mother knows best.
Man, first of all, that's a genius game plan on her part. Once again. Oh, that's so scary. Do you give it to him and just test, like, what do you do?
Strength in my hand
Just
because
get
I'm
your
not
heart
gonna
broken
lie.
right away?
That
He
would
just
be
leaves
stupendous.
instantly?
Hey, you alright?
No, you didn't hear that whole song?
Sorry, yes.
Where were you?
Wait.
Donna Murphy, you, ma'am, are a villain. It's just with her voice. Her voice itself sells it. You can't escape my guy
Well, I hope you're here
Maximus.
to apologize.
I love how the chameleon is like when Mulan had the little dragon that was the Eddie Murphy voice. Hercules had his assistant. Oh, they're gonna have a blast. Are you kidding me? This is the best day of their lives. She's just got an energy to her. And it's been consistent everywhere she goes, too. She brings people together. The future queen of this world.
What if it's not everything I dreamed it would be? And what if it is?
Man, again, going through the real range
that's the
of,
good part,
like,
I guess.
real human emotion.
You get to go find a new dream.
Expectation versus disappointment versus what you do after and how you come back from it. That's so real. I feel like most Disney movies, the princess would long for something but wouldn't think about both ends of it. And just her exploring all possibilities emotionally. It's a range that you don't usually see. Okay, this is really sad. Oh my god. Have your whole kid stolen from you.
I should have given it to you before, but
That
I
would
was
be
just
so
scared.
pretty to be
And the thing
around.
is, I'm not scared anymore.
Oh, she's gonna do it.
Is everything okay?
Kiss her and deal with that later. Is he gonna bring that back to them, like, for his conscience? He's gonna get stuck there somehow.
It's all right, Pascal.
And she doesn't know, and she's gonna think he left with the thing. And she overcame that fear.
Much more valuable than a crown.
She's so pure, she doesn't deserve
We
this.
want her instead.
I was starting to think you ran off with the crown and left me.
No, he's tied up or something.
Eugene!
That's so messed up.
Fair trade.
Oh, she clubbed them. She clubbed them with a branch.
Precious girl.
What a well thought out evil plan.
Let's go.
That's so fucking. It's heartbreaking.
You're right about everything.
You just right away.
I know.
And if you're an adult woman particularly, that crown would represent something much more adult. That when you give it away, you're often scared of the guy leaving. I like the potential double meaning there. Of course, it's not meant for kids to interpret, but if you're an adult, cool little layered meaning in there. And he got his crown and left.
Oh.
A beheading? Of course it's a beheading, because this is a horror film.
I'm making hazelnut soup.
No one wants your hazelnut soup. Go away. I mean, it's all up to Maximus at this point. Oh, was that her baby? She's been drawing that her whole life by association. Memory association. That was so cool the way that we just found that out. I was wondering how she was gonna find out she's the princess, and they couldn't have done it any better.
I am the lost princess, aren't I?
Yeah, the jig is up.
It was you. It was all you.
Everything I did was to protect you.
And I will never let you use my hair again.
That's right. She has stairs anyway. You didn't even know about them. She has her own entrance.
Now I'm the bad guy.
Okay, Billie Eilish. It's all because she inspired them.
I need to keep my knees apart.
He's laying on his feet? Maximus!
Rapunzel, let down your hair!
Oh, they put the classic line in there. Yeah. She stabbed him?
Now look what you've done, Rapunzel.
For every minute of the rest of my life, I will fight.
Go ahead, girl.
I will never stop trying to get away from you. If you let me save him, I will go with you.
No. No, Rapunzel.
Just let me heal him.
Because you stabbed him. Holy shit, I can't believe that still happened.
I can't let you do this.
And I can't let you die.
But if you do this, then you will die.
Oh. Oh. Rapunzel's too good for this world. She even did like a little, you know, like she wanted to save her for a second. She's like Voldemort. She's not even an entity. He gave her the Uno reverse card on the killing herself.
Stay with me, Eugene.
I mean, you guys knew each other for a day, but that's very romantic. I love that for him. I love that his whole life it was all about money and owning an island and land and just nothing else. And she changed his whole perspective. What a shot. What a sad shot from up above with her hair cut off. Her tears can heal. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's a next level Disney kiss. Is it just are the green eyes and the vibes gonna be enough? It's been 18 years. I'm gonna need a blood sample, some sort of DNA swab of some sort. I'm gonna need a little more confirmation. He's just happy she's not blonde anymore, so he has less questions about the conceiving of her.
Dreams.
My guy's on the piano.
That guy went on to become the most famous concert pianist in the world, if you can believe it. Thanks to Maximus, crime in the kingdom disappeared almost overnight. She was a princess worth waiting for.
That's right. She was showing that grace and wisdom from the beginning.
As for me, well, I started going by Eugene again. Stopped thieving. Years of asking and asking and asking.
And we're living happily ever after.
So good. Again, the animation. Let it bring him back. Okay, that was incredibly enjoyable. That is wow, that's one of my favorite Disney films ever. Ever. And like I said, I had trepidation a little bit. I truly, like, specifically with Disney, like, I will either love it or can't connect with it at all. I suppose there are some Disney films that I can be down the middle on and just enjoy them for what they are, but when it's on the other end of it, a lot of them are just really hard to connect to. For me personally, and actually a lot of those are the older ones, I should say, because there's a lot of Disney films. I'm talking about like Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, like a lot of those Disney films. Although shout out to Kay Cannon and Camila Cabello on the new Cinderella, which is much easier to relate to. Great movie. Check that out if you haven't. What I'm talking about is like some older Disney films. I pretty much haven't seen any of like the more newer modern Disney films of the last, 15 to 20 years, aside from this one or maybe what I've seen on the channel. I would imagine a lot of the newer ones maybe have done a bit better, to be relatable in certain ways. Like my favorite Disney films ever are, and I'm not counting Pixar because I kind of count that separate, because if I was, Toy Story to me would be like the best Disney film ever, so I'm not gonna count those. For me, immediately it's Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Mulan. You know, I guess Lion King as well. I really love too. Feels like it's in a category of its own for whatever reason. I got a lot of love for Pinocchio, The Jungle Book, Peter Pan, certainly. But the ones I said before though, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Hunchback, Mulan, probably top 4. And a lot of it has to do with that those films are, first of all, there's a darkness within all of those films, the top 4 especially that I listed there, and something about that makes it more enjoyable, particularly for the adult. There's also those movies, main characters and true protagonists are rooted in a relatability, in a realism, in a real range of human emotion that ranges over a lot more than just, you know, I need to be saved by the prince by the end of the movie. And there's something about that this film really captured to me. She's struggling with her conscience. She's struggling with her own choices and the consequences of what those choices might entail. She galvanizes and brings people together just by being herself. You know, it's nothing corny or over the top. It's just her being it's her being truly her, like when she's at the bar, right? And for me, this movie really starts there. And for the first, I would say 20 or so minutes, I was still sort of, you know, I was taking it all in, learning where we were going, but I still wasn't sure where I was going to feel by the end of the movie. And it was still very early on, thankfully. But once we hit that bar, or that duck restaurant, whatever, with the scary guys in it, the movie took off, and oh my God, it was so good from there on. Like it almost flew by from there. And she's speaking on her real dreams, like from her perspective. She's so passionate, and it's such a simple dream too, right? From the standpoint of someone else's perspective, potentially, even though it's very deep and layered for her. She's never been outside, but it's that galvanizes all these people and brings them together, and they're truly inspired by someone else dreaming, and now they're all dreaming. And I love that just is a theme throughout the movie, but at the same time she struggles with she continues to struggle throughout the movie with a real range of human emotions. It's such a cool and relatable thing this film was able to just nail to me. She's the star of this. I know she's literally the star of the film, but she is truly the star of the film. I thought Eugene was a good character, but to me, like, far and away, she is just, oh God. And the cinematography, the scene at the dam when they got out of the little cave, all of that with the water coming through and then things falling apart and her swinging around with her hair, and them on the boat with the floating lanterns and the ships around. And also this movie, like, it's very dark from the standpoint of she was kidnapped as a child, and this late, it kind of reminds, if anyone's seen that Studio Ghibli film, Ghibli, it's the only one I've seen, so I could be saying that wrong. It's the one with the flying ship. Kind of reminded me of that a little bit with the old lady, but I don't remember what it's called, so maybe you guys know. There's all those dark moments. They're like they're in the little cave and possibly drowned. But you have those dark moments, but at the same time, the film is very bright and light, and a lot of that's because she's got this this hair that's literally turns bright when she sings. So you have to maintain a brightness, a blondness in the coloration for the film, and flowers all over the place, and it's open skies, and you have to maintain a lot of that feeling to capture who Rapunzel is as a person, and literally, like, physically, like visually, but at the same time they work the darkness in so well. I'm so impressed by what this is, and I think it's relevant to comment on The Crown, to me, representing a very adult thing. I mean, it represented what it represented, right? Like, it's very straight up, transparently straightforward. It's, if she gives it, it's what he wanted in the first place. If she gives it back to him, he could just leave and not want her for her, and maybe have been there for the crown the whole time. Like, it's a real smart way to write and have the the old crazy lady, I'm gonna keep calling her the old crazy lady, used that whole situation to her advantage, attempt to anyway, because it's a real way to test out if he's there for the right reason. Eugene. And to me, I think that's a really clever writing transparently, but it also has layers to it, because it really is kind of like the adult human version of a woman, you know. And for the children, stop watching, I'll give you a second. Okay, you had time. It's a real adult version of a woman giving herself physically away, and you delay it and you delay it because you're scared that that's all, you know, someone is there for. And when you finally do, if they just leave, if you see them leaving, sailing on a ship right after you gave it to them, that's demoralizing. That's heartbreaking to think that you gave it to them when they left. And you know, I love that. I love the potential interpretation of that. I feel like I can't be the only one that's ever thought that. What a movie, Tangled. I'm so pleasantly surprised how great this was. One of my favorite Disney films ever, for sure. It's gonna go up in that list of movies that I named before. So yeah, this was a great time. Can't believe how much I enjoyed this. Wow. And the songs, one last thing I'll say, this doesn't feel so much like a musical. This feels, it's got some songs in it, yeah, but it's not like, the plot isn't super guided by song and dance the way that a lot of musicals are. And I know it's animated, so it wouldn't be so much of the dance aspect, but even with the songs, they don't feel like they guide scenes and plot points and character arcs as much as like your classic musical would. But that being said, I love the songs in this. Mandy Moore can sing. I wanted her to not stop singing at certain parts. And I'm gonna go back to that scene at the bar once again, or the restaurant or whatever. That song's my favorite song in this whole movie. I love the song that introduced it, where she was talking about how she wants something more, and she was taking us literally just through her day-to-day life. I love that song a lot. It's one of my other favorites. I thought the duet was really well done too on the boat. But to me, that Dream song is a song I just want to be like, I might use to inspire myself at certain points when I'm playing certain Disney songs that I particularly enjoy. And I can't wait to see whatever we see next, because we're on a roll.